Welcome again to our podcast, Focus on Marriage and Focus on the Family. Here today we have a topic that we are going to discuss together, and we would like you to join us as we begin. This topic today is so encouraging, and if you have questions, you will also write to us. Our topic of discussion today is mental health and emotional well-being in child rearing. So as parents, we are rearing children, and we should know how they are growing, because many parents everywhere looking at their changing children, feeling a mix of confusion, frustration, and worry, wondering, what did I do wrong? What is happening to this generation? Is it my mistake that these children are growing the way they are growing? Have I contributed what should have given them as a parent? We are going to look at all these things. So as parents, when we watch our children grow and suddenly we hit the wall, many parents hit the wall and they have no options, they have no way to get out of the situation that their children are in. Those sweet, expressive child we thought we knew becomes withdrawn, anxious, irritable, or deeply overwhelmed. And in the quiet moments of night, almost every parent asks themselves the same painful question: is it me? Am I the cause of my child's emotional distress? Or is it the environmental factors, peer pressure, or something else? And this something else is the ones that we are going to discuss today. We are taking a compassionate, honest look at the state of youth, mental health, and emotional well-being. We are living in a world of rapid transformation. Parents are struggling to understand a reality their children are experiencing, a reality shaped by unprecedented technological advancement and constant media consumption. All is put together, they put pressure on our children. They put pressure on their mental well-being. So that's why today we are here to discuss with the parents. We are also parents, so we want to share some inner things. So as I sit down, I welcome you to follow us as we discuss these things. Now, today I have Judy. Today we are going to discuss a topic that parents are eager to know about: mental wellness. As you have seen about that introduction, are the parents the cause of children's mental health and emotional well-being? Are we the cause? Or I want you to take us through this thing as you define also the mental wellness, so that our viewers may know what we are talking about here.
Thank you very much for the great topic that is about mental wellness in children. And when most of the people hear about the mental wellness, they think only about illness. They're only ill people who are sick. They are the ones who should maybe be attended, maybe by this lesson. But however, today we are going to talk about mental wellness in children. And you have asked a very good question about parents. Should they ask themselves whether they are the cause? Actually, parents or caregivers, they play a great role in child rearing. So when you find that mental influence on children, it is all from the foundation. And the foundation of a child, as we talk of, maybe some doesn't even understand what mental health is. In children, it is just the way a child feels safe and loved. When a child feels safe and loved, and the way that child carries herself or himself, that confidence, that's what we are calling mental health or well-being mentally. That capability, the ability of that child to make even healthy relationship, to have a good communication with others, and carry herself well without high esteem, that child to feel well in life. That's what we are discussing about.
Yes.
So parents or caregivers, we call them caregivers. Some just take care of the role of parents. Maybe they are not parents of that child, but they are playing that role. Maybe there is separation and the child is being taken care of. Those are caregivers. Like children in children's home. We call those people caregivers. They are taking care of the children.
Of the children.
Even house helps. Those who help us in the house when we go to work or when we are not around, they are caregivers. So this lesson is all about us all. And these people, the parents and the caregivers, they play a great role in mentoring children and helping them mentally to grow well. And before I talk much about how they influence children, I would like to state we are beginning from mentoring children from zero when they are born to the time they are able to carry themselves without our help, when they become independent.
So
parents, this is how they play that role, shaping their children.
So are we beginning from when they were born?
Yes.
Or in the womb?
We are.
Can a child who is in the womb, can that child feel the environment? Can that child in the womb or that fetus hear anything? Can the influence begins right there in the womb?
Yeah, actually say life begins from conception, right away when the child is conceived. That's why we advise mothers to eat well, to have no stress, to take care of themselves so that a child cannot be affected even by the diseases, to take care of the environment. The environment of the child depends on the mother. But when the child is out from 0 to 1 year, there is that stage, that child, after coming out of that safe environment in the womb, experiences. That child now needs to experience that attachment. When that child cries, that child needs attention. That is the first stage. That's where we miss points. We want to take care of our children when they are grown up. When they are 12 years, when they are 8 years. Life, you need to shape your children when they are from zero, not from conception. But from zero, it is the time now, they began now that attachment, to feel that attachment with you. They feel either they create that trust or mistrust with the environment. And these things we are our viewers, the things we are discussing, they are not only for children. It will guide that child to that life, the whole life of that child. It's not only that is 0 to 1. When that child grows mistrust, we call it trust versus mistrust. When that child cries and no one attends that child grows that fear that this environment, the world I'm in, it's not good. So there's that fear that comes in that child. And that child will grow with that for the whole of his or her life until maybe they realize and they are helped, maybe by somebody who understand in counseling, to understand why they behave the way they behave. You find people cannot trust anybody. It began from 0 years. Imagine people, they create relationships, but they cannot be able to trust one another. So even their own money, they cannot trust anybody with it. So it began with the parents. So
the parents are the initiators of the character, the anxiety, and everything that we go through in the
the behavior that you see, it is something that was put in us when we were growing up by our parents. And we blame everything else, but it began from 0 to around 7 years. That's where parents play a lot of they play a great role in child rearing, that growth or behavior or emotional control of a child. So from 1, we have sent 0 to 1, then 1 to 3. That's, we call it a potty stage, where a child is able now to try things for him or herself. When that child is trying to feed, That child is trying to jump around, to run, to walk. They are training themselves to do something.
Do something.
But most of the parents, they don't understand it at stage. They help those children. When they are wearing the shoes, they are there to help them. Instead of you waiting for that child to wear those shoes wrongly, then you correct them with that love so that they know I can do it. So they are creating that, they depend on themselves so that they cannot keep on depending on you. So when those children are doing that, they are trying to do things for themselves. When they go to the potty, that's another thing that parents don't understand. When children swell themselves, or they are not able to use the toilet well, and you beat them, you are creating a conflict in that child. That child will not grow the way you expect them to grow, because they'll find that the world around them is so harsh that you beat them instead of correcting them with the love. So you make them have that character that will make them grow for in their lifetime with the fear, much fear. They cannot do anything. They fear. They have that fear. So in that stage, we need also as parents to help those children so that we can have that outcome that can help them. So these children grow strong. Those who are loved, those who are corrected well, they grow feeling that sense of security in them. They have trust with the world. Yes. They have now that independence. They don't depend on anybody. They can make decisions. And these are not children only. They are growing to become somebody.
They're becoming people.
Yeah, they are becoming now people who can contribute to the society. But you find somebody cannot do anything. They just want to be followers. It's because they have that fear. It remained in their unconscious mind. So it comes out without them knowing. So those are the things that we call autonomy versus shame and doubt. That's the stage I'm talking about in social cycle. The psychosocial development stage, where learning to walk, dress, eat, potty, all that, it creates them that confidence to become who they become.
Yes.
But if you help them, as I've said, they grow that shame. They feel shame. They are ashamed. They have doubt in everything they want to do. They feel, I'm not enough. I should not do this. You have seen many people, even old people, who have no confidence. They cannot do anything.
Yeah.
They cannot begin. You have seen people live in a small house, like a one room, since they got married.
For many years.
For many years. You find them in the same house for 21 years. And you ask, what's the problem with this couple?
Yes.
It's because they have that fear.
They have the
fear, but they don't know where they got the fear.
Yeah.
They got fear because they were not shown how to do things by their own parents.
Yes.
So when you let them do, they fail. When a child walks and falls, you don't beat them.
You don't beat them.
You encourage them.
You don't police them.
Yes.
Okay.
So when they are putting milk for themselves and they pour, you don't shout. That child will fear. So they'll never lead.
Okay.
They'll not lead. So you find people live in a small house. They have 2, 3, 4 children, but they still remain. You ask, why don't you? They have money, but they can't move.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. They need to be helped. It's a problem that I'm talking about, the great role that is played by parents. So from 3 years, they'll move to 7 years, where children now have that conflict of knowing who they are, identifying themselves. And this is where now fathers come in. And we are not saying it's bad to be alone if you have a child alone. But there is a great role for the father also that a father plays. Because you find children who are like, let's talk of girls. They fall in love with their fathers. They feel they want to be associated with the father.
The father.
You find boys, they want to be on the side with the mother.
Yes.
That's what God put in us. That those children now grow knowing, as a man, I have a mother. I respect women. And when they don't get that, there will be a conflict in future. So because they will not respect women, and men will not respect.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just vice versa. So when boys grow to once their mother, they'll respect ladies in future. They'll hold them with very high esteem. And again, even boys will know, I am a boy, I'm not a woman. And that's where we are missing our point. And we ask why our children are...
Where did we go wrong?
Yes. Why are they losing the track? That you find a boy who says, I'm just trapped in a male body, but I'm a female. That's very wrong. It's because that child lacked that sense, that stage where it's a stage where they associate with the mother and child, the girl to there, and they realize I'm attracted to him because he is a man, and I'm attracted to a lady because I'm a boy, and they grow with that balance.
The balance.
And those are the roles I'm saying. Parents or caregivers, they are not sensitive on them. They think they brush them off. Children will start growing by themselves, and when they reach 7 years, they are able to become people.
They become people.
No. Yeah. That's how now we walk to the hospital. When you go to the hospital and you are tested, and you hear the doctor tell you have a bacteria, but I don't know which kind of a bacteria. You ask, what kind of a doctor is this? I expect full report from the doctor.
Yes.
Or you walk to a church, you have a problem. And the pastor tells you, I know you have a demon, or I know you have something, but I don't understand. So you are not helped. If you find a parent who tells you, my child is behaving like this, but I don't understand. They understand. They ignore it. Yeah. They brush it off. They expect the teachers to play their role, neighbors or community to play their role, but they have the foundation for the child.
Okay. Yeah. So yours, as you've heard, it is parenting. It is from home. So parents, we cannot escape the foundation that our children are going to grow in. The children who are afraid of life or in life, they got it from home. Yeah. Children who are so strong and who are courageous enough, who takes life with the enthusiasm, they got it from home. So parents, when we take our children to school, when we take them to church, when we take them to wherever the social place, the character that they portray, wherever they are, it is a home character. And children absorb parental stress also, right? They absorb parental stress.
Yeah.
As parents, as you go through stress, they observe it. If a home is filled with a high anxiety, marital conflict, or unrealistic performance pressure, children emotional baseline shifts towards those negative issues, right? Yeah. And also on the other side, they also shift towards positive issues. So parents determine. Yeah. Parents determine. So the takeaway as we move to another question, as we move to the other discussion point, is that the takeaway, it is not about being a perfect parent. It is about creating a safe emotional runway whereby your children feel seen and heard. Not just to be managed, but they feel we will see them and you hear them.